It just keeps happening. Things go from worse to bad to dreadful, and I am really struggling to keep up with things this week. This has been one of the worst days. Yesterday was just awful. It was the worst birthday ever. Okay, now Bondage and Discipline will be joining me any second now. Okay, for the tell-all interview. Guys, thanks so much for joining me today. Got 100 people watching off the bat, and it is absolutely crucial that everyone in Tim Wright's chat room know about this stream. 100% must happen. Okay, without further ado, let's bring on my guest, beloved community member, big donator, military man, or a Navy man, I should say. We have Bondage and Discipline.
Hello,
Hey, brah.
everyone. Hello, it's an honor to be here. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm ecstatic to be here. This is going to be a tell-all interview. This is going to be absolutely great. Thank you so much for having me on, Green Room.
Yeah, it's my absolute pleasure. Who is that in the background? Can you tell me about this individual behind you?
This individual in the background. Yes, this is Aziz Shivershane. He was actually the person who has sponsored every single Tim Wright stream and
Yep.
every single Tim Wright video from now on. Tim Wright actually is a huge fan of Ziz. Ziz was actually the one who sponsored the hotel in Sydney. So
Yep.
I got to say, I just want to say a huge thank you to Ziz for sponsoring all this.
Yep, and you can also thank me for sponsoring the pair of headphones that I gifted you. My
Yes.
second-hand pair of
Yep.
headphones that you're
Yes.
wearing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're quite comfortable, aren't they? Now, what can I say about Ziz? He was an Australian icon. He was someone that died in, I think, 2012.
2011.
2011.
2011.
Okay, you've got a good memory. He died in Thailand in a sauna. He was a big bodybuilder.
Mhm.
He kind of inspired a kind of a revolution in the gym. And he was a pretty smart guy. He had a way with getting people hyped up, and he inspired people in all different types of areas. It wasn't just the gym; it was all over the place and in all types of different fields. So yeah, look, Bondage. I've got all these questions for you about
Yes.
your history. Because I know you wanted to talk to me about this whole big drama, everything that's unfolded.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So I'd like to start from the very beginning with your plane trip, where this all began, really. So you're at San Francisco Airport, and Tim Wright shows up at the gate, and he says, "Hey guys, what's going on? Can you guide me through what happened there and what happened on the plane?"
So I'd just like to start this off by saying, since I am Bondage and Discipline, I was indeed sitting first class the entire time.
Yes.
But my son Evan actually told me a terrible story. Actually, he told me that what Tim did was absolutely unexcusable. He said that Tim was he was bribing old women to give up their seat so that he could sit next to my son Evan. Now, I'm no Tim Wright expert. I support Archie in the fullest, as I am Bondage and Discipline. Archie, I give all of my my support and my super chats to Archie Luxury. But I'd like to say that because of what my son Evan told me, I'm absolutely repulsed by Timmy's behavior. What Tim did actually was what Evan told me is he said that Tim he was recording random people on the plane,
Yep.
and this old woman did not want to be on the plane, and this woman did not want to be sitting next to Tim on the plane. So what Tim did is he decided to offer him his seat, which is in a terrible location, by the way. I'd like to point that out. And he bribed this old lady to give up her seat by harassing her and telling her that this was he was a cameraman and that this was going to be a hit movie and that this is needed.
Hmm.
So yeah, this it was needed that he needed to sit down next to my son Evan, and I got to
I'm just
say,
going to interrupt. He
yes,
he managed to get the seat from her for the entire trip, or just a small portion of it?
for the entire trip.
The entire trip.
She was
Now,
she was
how long did this trip go for? How long was your son on the plane sitting next to Tim Wright?
Evan was sitting on the plane next to Tim for about 16 hours approximately.
Hmm.
hmm but I'd like to say that what Evan told me is Tim actually this woman was really resistant to give up her seat, and Tim tried to offer her money to give up her seat,
Right.
and she did accept the money, but Tim ended up not giving her the money. So
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah, in all fairness, I was told that she gave up her seat for free, pretty much. So yes.
I mean, he is kind of known. He just kind of keeps on pushing, doesn't he? He pushes
Yeah,
and
he does.
pushes
He
and
pushes
pushes.
and pushes and pushes and pushes. Yes.
Yeah. What can I say next? What was it like for Evan sitting next to Tim Wright for 16 hours straight? What
So
kind of antics did he get up to? Did he do anything to, did he annoy, your son in any way? Were there any little details you can give me here and there?
yeah, so Evan kind of told me the whole story actually. So what Tim would like to do is Tim's always trying to record everything, you know. So what Tim would do is he would put his hands across Evan like this and hold the camera up on Evan's chest like this while Evan is trying to sleep so he can get good shots out the window. I would also like to point out that my son Evan told me a absolutely repulsive story about a Coca-Cola incident that happened on the plane. So
Yes.
at approximately I want to say about 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. in the morning, uh, Eastern time. There was a Coca-Cola spill that was done on the plane. Tim was asleep, so was Evan, and in his sleep, apparently, Tim claims that this was in his sleep and that he has no recollection of this happening, but he claims that he accidentally knocked over 4 Coca-Cola cans. And
Hmm.
I would also like to point out these Coca-Cola cans were also stolen from Evan. Evan did not want any of his Coca-Cola, so Tim greatly took these cans.
Evan is not a soda fan. He's not
No,
into
Evan is
drinking.
not a soda
No.
fan. Evan
Okay.
does not like
Right.
soda. Yes. So what he decides to do is he decides to purposely knock over these 5 cans of Diet Coke
Yes.
on Evan. There is a great soda stain on Evan's new Champion black sweatpants. So I got to be honest with you guys. I think that these are I, I don't know what to say. I'm just I'm
Well,
repulsed by Tim's
yeah.
behavior.
What can you tell me about the way Tim communicated with the flight attendants? Was he pushy with them, or was he actually nice? What you tell me?
So you see, Tim would like to make absolutely terrible jokes on the plane ride. I've heard that Tim decided to actually call for the flight attendant with the little call flight attendant button
Yep.
on the top of the aircraft, and no flight attendant came because Tim is known for doing this before. Tim actually is known to yell at flight attendants. He
Hmm.
got very angry at a flight attendant for not giving him his breakfast or
Bag.
whatever it
Yep.
was. Yeah, it was something along the lines of that. I do not 100% recall. Again, I was sitting in first class the entire time. You'd have to ask Evan more about this.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
So after this flight from hell, this 16 hours of sitting next to
Yes,
Tim,
yes.
his just straight up abuse of old ladies, of hardworking flight attendants. You finally arrive in Queensland. Did things from there get better?
When we arrived in Queensland, so the first thing that happened in Queensland was we went through passport security, and Tim decided to film in there, and he was almost given a $1,000 fine for filming
Oh,
inside
really?
of the security. But yes, Tim was known to record, and he was known to say that he was with me and my son so that he could get through security faster. This was a I do not know. It's just a and I just like to point out that the reason my hair is not white is because I'm bonded to discipline. I dye my hair black. So,
Yep.
Yep. That's why.
Well, we could all look a little bit younger, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah. So you get to you've after a huge long flight, you get at the airport. Tim's causing trouble with the security.
Yes. Yes.
You eventually wind up at Archie's house.
Yes,
Did
we
you
do.
visit? Did you visit Archie's father's house before visiting his house, or was it? Just give me guide me.
I will guide you indeed. So what we actually ended up doing first is as soon as we landed, Tim is already hungry after not getting his breakfast. Or actually, no, Tim. Now that I think about it, I think that Tim did get his breakfast. I'm not sure. I was in first class eating my filet mignon,
Yep.
so I'm not 100% sure. But I do believe that Tim.
So I was going to interrupt. Do you feel guilty about leaving your son with Tim in the lowest, the cheapest possible seats at all, whilst you're having fun in business class or bondage class, as I like to call it?
Yeah, bondage class,
with
yes.
the flight attendants. What any guilt there from you?
Absolutely not. I think that my son is going to Australia, so I think that that is good enough for him. He deserves to sit back with the people in economy. I think that Tim Wright should not be complaining about this. He did not pay for his ticket, and he decided to actually ask my son Evan if he could get the seat upgrades from Evan if Evan were to get seat upgrades.
Oh, really? He tried to use your son. Okay. Gee, okay, I didn't know that one. I don't know what to tell you. So you're in Queensland.
Yes.
And
what first happened is as soon as we got to Queensland, we were already kind of hungry after the plane ride.
Right.
So Archie takes us to the Vietnamese place that we see in every single AC3 video, and we have great food there. And I gotta say, I am Bondage, but Archie is actually the one who paid for our meal there. I did not have to pay.
Now, I just have to interrupt. We've got a detractor in the chat room. We've got Crappy Luxury, a waste of time, deceptive, not funny, buy.
Thank you, Crappy Luxury.
It's not a very nice comment, really. I had to work a lot to secure this interview with you.
Yes.
And your son, who I hope joins us soon.
Yes, this is absolutely not okay. That comment is awful. I'm sorry. I think that's a 300-second timeout right there.
Yeah, I had big plans for Crappy Luxury, and he's just squandered them by writing a nasty comment. So I'm sorry, Crappy Luxury, but yeah, that's where we part ways because of that nasty comment.
Absolutely not okay. Repulsed.
So during this, when Archie and Tim met each other, or not, they met each other previously, but when they clicked together, and you're in the restaurant. Was it right away you noticed that there was tension between them, or did that take a while to kind of, to show itself, or was this an instant thing?
So what I will say about that is Tim and Archie, they are how would you say this? They're a symbiotic relationship, if you will. They help each other get the super chats so that they can continue their living off of being the two best e-beggars on the entire platform of YouTube. So I got to say, at first there was actually no tension. I will get to that later. The tension did not start till Sydney.
Okay. Okay, and I believe the politically correct term is cyber panhandler. That's the.
Actually, can we pin my son's comment in chat real quick? He's
yes,
under my
your son.
Bondage and Discipline.
Yep. He's using your account again.
Yep. He's using my account.
Bondage. Evan's son. Evan writes, "Dad, tell them how Archie made me eat more spring rolls by putting them in my pho."
Oh yes. Okay, I will. I will say this. So as you know, Evan is a quite skinny, good-looking, handsome young man.
Yeah.
And what happened to me was absolutely terrible. Archie was telling me, that I'm a Navy man. I eat fast. I'm skinny. I go for a run every single day. I'm I'm just as good as this man right here.
Yep.
So But what happens is Archie says that he thinks that they are stingy with the spring rolls here, and he puts more spring rolls onto my pho, and he tells my son Evan to eat more pho as well. So
Mm-hmm.
what he does is Archie actually buys 5 dishes for everyone. He gets the entire platter here, and he cuts up the spring rolls, and he puts more on my plate, and he tells Evan to eat the rest of the spring rolls. And Evan is actually not a big fan of spring rolls, if you guys did not know that. But
Yep.
as Evan is a great guest, and I taught him myself, I am his father. I
Mm-hmm.
taught him to be a good
You
guest.
taught him
so-
since he was a little
yeah.
pup.
Yes,
You taught
yes,
him
yes.
everything you know.
Yeah, I taught him
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
I know.
right.
Yeah, I taught him how to be respectful, and he ate all of those spring rolls.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
They're not cheap, are they?
No, they are not. It was approximately 96 Australian dollars for this entire meal.
Okay. So, guys, at this point in the interview, I'd like to remind you that we're only going to be going for another 40 minutes until Archie's stream begins. And I don't know how to send people. I don't know how to send viewers there, but we will be ending 40 minutes from now. Look, I don't know. I don't really know what to say next. So I've got some questions. So you arrive at Archie's house, and
Yes,
something
yes,
or
yes.
other happens with a washing machine.
Yes, this is true.
What can you say about that?
The Archie's washing machine decides to break actually on us. It's a disaster. It's all gone pear-shaped. What we were supposed to do is we were supposed to collect super chats so that we could get Archie Luxury on top of the Sydney Harbor Bridge.
Yes.
But because of this master disaster with the washing machine that has been brought to a halt, I was going to actually offer to pay for Archie to climb the Sydney Harbor Bridge, but Archie did not want to do it. He was too busy wanting to stream to get more super chats for his washing machine.
Yeah. So many things I want to ask. I mean, that whole hub bridge thing,
Yes.
that wound up being so much more expensive than I thought it was going to be.
Yes,
So
it did, Greener. That is true. That is absolutely correct.
And I thought it was going to be like 200 per person, 5 of us, whatever it was. We were looking at 1,000. No, it was actually like 1,600.
It was. That's true.
And,
but I am Bondage. I could afford that very
Yes.
easily. Yes, I could have afforded that very easily, but just to not flex too much, I decided not to do that. So,
No.
yes.
So you get in Archie's house. I don't know how long you were there for. Something goes wrong in the washing machine. Tim's dirty shirt just destroys the whole thing in 2 minutes. What was the vibe? What was the atmosphere in Archie's house like?
The atmosphere in Archie's house.
Set the scene for me, please.
I will set the scene for you. So as you know, my son Evan actually stayed inside of Archie's little stream room, for example. But I will give you guys the gist of it. As soon as you walk into Archie's little house area, you see that he actually collects bees. There are lots of bees outside of his house. Yes. So you have millions or hundreds of bees just swarming around you. They do not sting you, but they are quite annoying. And actually, Archie's stream house is actually a completely different part. It is not part of his house. It is a shed. There is a little shed area that is where Archie streams from. It is not in his house, which is actually very interesting. There's a little courtyard area, and after that, you head to the streaming area, so that Archie does not get divorced for screaming obscenities in front of his wife and children. So that's why it is separated.
Okay, very.
AP says, describe the smell.
Yeah, tell us how it smelled. You said something quite, or your son said something that was quite really opened my eyes to what that place smells like.
Yes. If I do recall, I think that my son did say something along the lines of that it smells like Mama June after hot yoga, or something along those lines. But I got to be honest with you guys. I am Bondage Discipline. I 100% support Archie Luxury. I think that the house smelled absolutely wonderful. I will not be talking bad about the Pontiff on here. That is absolutely not okay.
So you went on to visit a koala sanctuary of some type. I think you went for a nature walk or something.
Yes, that is true.
What happened in the car? There was some type of incident where Tim had his camera in the car. He was trying to damage Archie's luxurious vehicle. you think that's when things kind of a bit of tension started to form? Maybe there.
Yes. So this is actually the start of where this all happened. Actually, I'm mistaken. My son Evan would probably know more, but this according to Evan, this is actually where this all started. Where the big downfall started. It was because of a certain thing in Archie's Beamer, the leased Beamer.
Mhm.
There is a coat hanger in the back. It's on the back of the seat, and Tim decides to play with it. I'm sitting in the passenger seat, so I feel Tim touching me and pulling on the back of this little coat hanger, and Tim almost breaks it. Paul gets very upset by this, and he goes back there and he actually removes it from Tim. Tim is quite upset about this, so he decides to put the camera down to stop filming, and it is on Archie's nice Corinthian leather in the Beamer. And I cannot describe to you how upsetting that was for Arch. He insisted that Tim put down a bag for him to leave the camera on, so it does not scratch the rich leather in this absolutely leased. This is leased
Okay.
Beamer.
So let's skip forward until you get to Sydney. Now, when you guys arrived in Sydney, I very quickly noticed that Archie wasn't exactly happy. He wasn't happy to see me. It just seemed like he really wasn't. He didn't really want to be there. To be totally honest with you, he was funny at times, but it just seemed like he was just a bit frustrated. I think it's fair to say that Sydney probably wasn't the best thing to happen to all of us.
Yes.
Hospitality wise, how do you feel that you were treated in Sydney? I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth. Was it because you had people like Air King Ben and myself wanting to show you guys parts of Sydney, but it just seemed like Archie and Tim were just making things difficult. What do you think about that?
I will say this actually, in Green Room. I'd say that you're 100% correct. You see, me and my son Evan were actually not given really any time to ourselves. We were actually more forced to go along with the group, if you will, with the Green Room and Tim. I wanted to take my son Evan to the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the Sydney Opera House, but because of how expensive it was, although I could have afforded it, I think that
very easily.
Yeah, I think that this is that it was just an absolute waste of money, and I think that Archie would have just complained the whole time. So I don't think that this was going to be worth.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Yes.
Now we are going to be getting to your son.
Yes.
Who will be joining us soon to discuss the whole ER and Bear situation.
Absolutely.
But we're just going to talk a little bit more about Sydney. There was a lot of drama happening that night. What happened at Newtown? What happened later on? We could talk about Newtown. Let's go straight to the bar. It's very late at night. You notice that Tim is egging Green Room on to drink as much alcohol as possible.
Yes.
I don't want to put words in your mouth. What did you see in the bar that night? What happened?
I am bondage discipline. I was sitting idly by as I watched Green Room forced to drink several shots of tequila. I do not excuse my behavior. I'd say that my behavior was absolutely disgusting. But I would say that Evan is actually the main one who remembers anything from this night. I'd say that my son is actually the only one who was sober enough or in the right state of mind to remember what was happening. So I'd say that this is actually I'd say this is more of a question for Evan, but I got to say, I think that it was just a terrible situation. I think that we all had too much to drink that night.
Well, your son was the only one that was sober.
Yeah.
Let's remember that.
Yes.
Every single person involved was drinking except your son.
Yes.
So it was really, if there's any one person to trust, it's not Shroom, it's not Tim, it's not Archie, it's actually your son.
Yes, it's true. It is Evan.
So, but admittedly, you were quite tired, and you did this. Your son was quite tired. He admitted he retired to the hotel room when all of a sudden at 2:00 in the morning, Archie is screaming, very loud screams. Something is going on. Someone is hitting someone with a pillow. Do you remember what your son recalled?
I actually do recall. I actually do know what my son recalled. My son actually told me. As you guys know, I was the one who stepped in and stopped this whole shenanigans with the pillow slapping incident. But
Mhm.
as my son Evan recalls, it was about 2 in the morning, and Archie is screaming, which actually wakes Evan up. Green Room comes back in the room. He used to. If you guys have not seen Green Room's What Really Happened, that is actually the truth behind the story. Evan was actually in
Now,
the
hang on a
like
second. We're missing something here. We've got your son using your account, one of your son's many accounts. Bondage, your son writes, Dad, you missed the creepy phone call from Archie when we were in the Uber from Newtown.
Yes.
We were heading back to the city. We're all pretty wasted at that point, and Archie called me to tell me about something.
Yes, I can recall that actually.
Yep.
I think that my son Evan does a great job of explaining this actually, but I can recall that phone call. This was actually a great phone call. This phone call was known as the breaking point, the turning point of Archie. This phone call was actually recorded the night right before Archie was slapped. This phone call is quite disturbing. I'm sorry, but it was said. Many things were said during this phone call. I'd rather have my son actually talk about this than I do. I don't quite remember what happened. I think that my son would probably be better to know about this.
Yeah, let's get a link for your son.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
get
the link is pinned at the top there of the chat room.
yeah. Link for my son.
Now, let me just we'll wait for your son to show up. I'm just going to do some quick moderation of the chat room.
Yes.
I'm just going to pop this up. I'm going to give some people their wrenches, which they deserved. I don't want to accidentally share too much here. Share screen. We're just going to do just a little bit of tidy up. That should. Okay, guys. Wrench me writes AP. We'll give AP a wrench. Well, hang on now. Why was message deleted by GD? Why is GD deleting AP's message? What did all AP wanted was a wrench? Okay, guys. Whoa, hang on. Where did what's his name go? Where did Bondage and Discipline go? Now listen, guys. Please de-wrench me. Well, Voss does not have a wrench, so it's opposite. So we'll give him a wrench. We've got Red Shovel, Deep State cartel operative. We may as well give him one. Now look, guys, I'm going to be having Bondage's son on in a couple seconds from now. Half an hour from now, we're going to be switching on over to Archie's stream, which I hope is good because it's been really rough. We'll get into that. Great show, says Fury. Thank you, Fury. We'll give you a wrench. Do I have a wrench, Theo Kieran? Guys, first, how many subscribers do I even have? Just reminding you guys that the first 600 subscribers get wrenches, and there are only 6 spots left. So just subscribe real quickly, and you will get your wrench soon. Where's my wrench? I was one of the first subscribers, says Frank V. I will give that to you now. And it's very important that there will be a very, very special reward given to those that just pop into Tim Wright's chat room immediately and tell them that the greatest interview of your lifetime is about to begin. Okay, if you guys could just pop over to Tim Wright's stream, that nasty communist Marxist who I've done so much for him. He doesn't even let me advertise my channel in his chat room. Okay, he ignores me. He deletes me. You get people like OC who very heavily moderate that chat room of theirs. You just get timed out for even mentioning me. I did so much for Tim. Okay, I raised that little shit since he was a little pup. Okay, I taught him everything I knew. Okay, I let him. I told him all about the Royal Rumble. I said I'd give him a chance. God knows how much money I've made with him being a panel member, helping him get super chats, and he just treats me like absolute shit. Okay, this fucking guy, he just loads me with as much alcohol as possible. he gets me to hurt my. Officially, I didn't hurt anyone. Officially, that wasn't in the video. He gets he gets me to lightly hit Archie with a pillow, relentlessly. He fuels me with alcohol. He does all the shit to me, and he just doesn't even. I've made so much money for him. I've provided so much content for him, and he just doesn't even let me advertise my little channel, my harmless little channel in his chat room. It's disgusting. I gave him the Jimmy writes. I gave him the best footage of his career, and he won't even advertise my channel on his stream. It's very rude. Anyway, I'm sorry if I've gone on a bit of a tangent. I'm just going to let Evan on.
Yes.
Hey, Evan, how are you?
I am great, Grim. Thank you for having me on. This is a pleasure.
Yeah, look, I thought the whole point of this gag was that Evan would go on, but it was actually the real fart. Oh, hang on. Okay, here's the other Evan.
I thought the whole point of this gag was that Evan would go on.
Okay, well now I'm.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening here. Hang on.
Okay.
Now look, second Evan. There's a bit of mic echo from the second Evan below me. I think you might have YouTube open somewhere.
Hang on. I think that I'm gonna let. I just want to let you guys know now. I'm not the real Evan. This is actually a pre-recorded message from the Bondage. I'm pretending to be my son. I'm gonna let my real son Evan talk now.
But he's gone. Both of you are gone. I didn't remove. What the hell? I didn't remove anyone. Okay. Back to it. I'm sure they'll be joining me in a second now. Let's just have a look at the chat room. Frank V, I gave you Soulless Rights. Please wrench me. Okay. Well, I feel as if I've been very light with the timing out today. I've been heavily distracted by Evan, and I haven't really been as hard or as brutal as I usually am. So we'll give Bread. Wrench me up, big boy. I can do that. Bread. Never seen Bread in the chat room. I'll tell you, someone who's never getting wrench is that bloody ER. Okay, no matter how much money you throw at me, there is no force in heaven or earth that will get you a wrench on this channel, ER. Okay, you understand that? Now, why was Chin the Chin timed out? That's not right. That's not right. That's actually a very, very naughty felony. GD, please don't be so harsh on Chin the Chin. He's one of my personal favorite men. Where is Chin the Chin? Where was he timed out? There he is. What the fuck is going on? Good question, Chin the Chin. I hope you guys can see that. Okay, I've just been abandoned by Evan and his father. I've been left to fend for myself. I've got Tim Wright Rebel streaming against me. And I don't know what to say, guys. I had all these questions prepared for a Bondage, and they've just disappeared. Oh, hang on. Who's this? This is Evan. Hey, Evan.
Hi, Green Room. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just looking to check out if there's echo coming from me again.
No, I think we're good.
No, I think we're good. Okay, how are you going? I've got a few questions for you, but was there any initial statement regarding all this nonsense that you'd like to make?
Well, I was proud of my dad to go on yesterday and make his statement to Archie. Unfortunately, I actually just talked to my dad. I tried to get him back on because I was willing to go back to looking at my phone and playing Final Fantasy, etc. But he says that I've got to finish. So no, I think that listen, I've looked into the eyes of OC personally, and there's no doubt in my mind that he is behind all of this. He is the mastermind.
That was a question I did have written to ask you about OC. I was also going to ask you about all Sydney, but I think we might just skip past everything that happened in Sydney because I've already addressed it. But was it fair to say that the whole Australia trip led up to your partially led up to your decision to take a break? It seems like a bit of a disaster. Did it kind of, was it all a bit much in some ways or not? You tell me.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, come on. I had to sit next to Tim for 16 hours in a flight. And our reward is to have a angry Archie, very grouchy at Tim for touching his BMW.
Yep.
For breaking his washing machine, for agreeing to go to Newtown which you'll recall how popular that decision was, with Archie. And Evan and I just wanted to actually go do some time on our own, and we just couldn't even get more than 5 minutes from the filming. Yeah.
There's a lot I could say, but the whole thing with Tim and Archie, watching the dynamic between the two of you, you and your father, Archie and Timmy, it was a little bit weird for me to watch. It was quite bizarre, the whole financial situation. It was a little bit weird, and I know it wasn't exactly. It was a little bit embarrassing for me. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. Watching, you've got people like Tim, you and your son, or you and your father. We're trying to, people like Air King Ben and myself, we're trying to show you guys the bits of Sydney. Air King Ben and I, we can squabble over what are the best places to show, but at the end of the day, we wanted to put on a show of some type. We wanted you guys to see Bondi. We wanted you guys to see Newtown. And you kind of had Archie, who was, wasn't being the easiest. It was just very, very. He didn't really want to go and see places, and when he did come out to see places, he really just didn't seem like he wanted to be there. Is that? Do you think there's truth to that?
Yeah, I do. I would say even in Queensland, his heart wasn't really in it. It took Tim's aggression, I think, to wake up the pontiff. As we
certainly woke him up. That's for sure.
Yes, you did wake him up. We did wake him up. Yes. How's your head doing, by the way, from the refrigerator?
It stings like hell every day. I'm getting a brain scan on Thursday.
You're getting an MRI? Good.
Yeah. I've got a lot of questions. Well, I don't have that many questions here, but I just don't want to make sure I'm missing anything. But I think the overall point is that perhaps the whole Sydney trip, it wasn't exactly the best for your father and yourself. It was all a bit much, perhaps, and it seems as if that the whole Sydney trip or Australia trip has set off a chain of events that has caused things to happen in the past day or so, or a couple of days or so. Look, I'm just going to come out and ask a hard-hitting question here.
Sure.
Okay, you don't have to answer it. Do you think Tim and Archie were disappointed in you that you did not give them any big gifts?
Yes, I think, there's so many different strands of when you could see the deterioration of everyone's mental state on this trip.
Yes.
And for sure, it did start in Queensland, not only because, my father was actually being diplomatic as always and not telling you about all of the antics that Tim perpetrated in Queensland. But the Mont Blanc pen, and Archie knowing that he needed to pay for that, and seeing that I did not have a Rolex day date on me to give to him, and Tim seeing that I did not have an Air King to give to him, it really did just started things on the wrong foot. The free tickets were not enough. Free watches were desired, and they weren't forthcoming. So yeah.
It was just what I was kind of getting at earlier. The whole dynamic, because I could kind of sense that. It was a weird sense I felt from the whole your son, these two guys who are kind of playing this weird game with you and your son, or you and your father, excuse me. It was a bit strange. And now I've just got Snake the Flake in the background. Snake the Flake, how are you? We're going to be really quick with you. If you could just have one thing you wanted to say. What did you want to say?
Quick question. Bondage, you're a gentleman. I just want to ask you, you're a man of military, served your country, where friendship and loyalty is number one. Your true feelings about what Archie did, honestly. Because reading between the lines, you said yesterday, I'm taking a break. To me, it came across, look, I'm disgusted with what Archie's done. That's all I want to ask.
I am disgusted by what everyone's done, and I certainly am repulsed. I am repulsed by
What
taking-
everyone's done.
Yeah. No,
Everyone.
not you, Green Room, by Tim and Archie. I was repulsed by
Right.
both actions on those camps.
Okay.
Yes, taking ER's blood money to dump Bear. Yes.
I just
too much for
I
me.
find that despicable and disgusting.
Yes.
Okay, Snake the Flag, that's
Thank
your
you.
final thought. Anything you wanted to add on top of that?
Green Room, just keep on doing what you're doing. And I think this Showcase Watches offered you his channel. It's monetized.
Mm-hmm.
Would you consider taking it over?
Look, Snake the Flake, I just have one final question before I let you go. I bought this puffer jacket for myself yesterday. Do you think I look cute in it?
As long as it hides that pigeon chest of yours.
Okay, you're fucking gone. Get fucked. Okay, listen. We're just going to let the other Bondage on.
Oh, Dad.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, son. How are you doing?
Dad, why do I grow better mustache than you?
Son, as you know, I only produce pure testosterone. My seed is absolutely just pure men. They're the strongest of the bunch, and you're an offspring of me, so you are a absolute sigma male, if you will. So you will that's why you grow a better mustache.
Now, people that use the term sigma male, this is like an alt-right power trip thing. Okay, you got to watch out for your son being influenced by these evil online hate groups. And if you're watching this, you're a part of one of those hate groups. This chat room of mine is a hate group. I just want to be as upfront about that as possible.
There are a lot of naughty, hateful comments.
Very naughty.
Son, you will not be watching Andrew Tate. I'm going to be taking away your iPad and your phone, actually, if you ever see any Andrew Tate or anything like that on your phone, okay? Just want to let you know that right now.
So, okay, I've kind of got we've only got 14 minutes left until we, I don't know how to send the viewers to Archie, but I'll be telling everyone to go to Archie. I've got a couple of questions for the two of you.
Yes.
Regarding this whole bear situation, the real meat and potatoes of the stream. I try and give the benefit of the doubt to everyone. There's a lot of hate. I'll be upfront. There's a lot of hate for ER. I think it's fair to say that. But you know what? I'm going to ask the two of you. Do you think ER has been persuaded by OC to ban bear? Do you think there's a little bit of persuasion there? And I'll be upfront. She does have a history of being persuaded by people. Do you think OC could be a little bit responsible for this?
I think that OC is responsible behind all this, and I think that it is despicable that he keeps on getting away with all this nonsense and this treachery towards Archie. It's just the way that he is swindling people and bribing people to get rid of Bear. I'd say it's absolutely sickening. I want to know what my son's thoughts are on this.
As Bondage's son, I don't know who ER is. But there are some naughty comments going on right now.
Okay, we'll just have a look at the naughty comments.
Yes.
We kind of have to hurry things up. Why is Tim the Chin getting timed out? This is nonsense. I need to give him hang on, wait, that's actually really old. No, it's not. What's happening here? Showcase Watches. Why is Showcase Watches getting banned? What the hell?
Yes, that's horrible.
And he's timed out. Why is SV Tang doing this to Showcase Watches? This guy offered me his channel just then. This is awful. Why is everyone... Justin Forge was timed. What is going on? What is going on? Wrench place. Well, yeah, we'll give Corando his wrench.
Oh my God.
Why are all these are very good people and they're getting timed out? W writes, I was sub 157. Please wrench me. I can do that for you. W? Okay, let's get back to the green room. Can I get a wrench, please? Yep, Nate. We'll give one to Nate. Give you one. Okay, let's just get back to it. So you look at this whole bear getting banned thing. By the way, what everyone forgets is that Bear has COVID. That's the big thing. Everyone, I think that's actually the biggest story.
They backstab him while the man's down.
Correct.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Look, I just want to make a comment here. If I wanted to destroy Archie's stream, the number one best thing to do to destroy that stream would be to get rid of Bear. That is my strong opinion. I know this is an interview, but that's what I think. If you wanted to ruin the stream, it would probably be by getting rid of Bear. And if there are people behind the scenes that have strategized for that to happen, I think we're dealing with forces that are very, very clever. Okay. What do you guys think?
Even though I don't know who ER is, I did see when I was done hacking into Archie's computer with you, I also hacked into my dad's WhatsApp, and I did see that ER was very upset that she had to go have a wonderful time in Paris and she did not get to meet Bondage in person. And that also created some tension on the Australia trip and with Bear for some odd reason.
Evan, you're grounded.
I mean, it just seems like there's a bit of a battle between Archie's biggest donors as to who has control, and it just seems like ER may have been a little bit manipulated, perhaps, to asserting a type of control. What do you think, Bondage and or his son?
I'm distracted by Blondie being so naughty in the chat. She's appeared.
I was Blondie in the chat room.
Yes. Yeah.
Evan, we do not talk about Blondie.
We'll give Blondie a wrench. Maybe that'll keep her happy. But who is Blondie? Which one is Blondie's account?
She probably has as many accounts as I do.
Yes. My son Evan is quite naughty. He has many accounts on here to troll. Not.
Okay, I'd like to know what you guys in the chat have to think. Do you think? What do you guys in the chat have to say about ER? Am I being a little bit too soft on ER? Is she? Has she not been manipulated, or is she just mad for power over Archie? Does she have some type of complex going on where she, she must be the loved one and she must be Archie's number one? Is that what's going on? You guys tell me. In the meantime, I'm going to hand out some wrenches. Do not talk about the witch. The witch. I'll give you one. I can't believe that Showcase and
I would like to say, as a Bondage, Bear holds a very special place in my heart. I've been watching Archie for a while. I've seen Bear as when he first came on. Bear is a great man, and I think that it is absolutely sickening that he was bought out by 3 weeks worth of super chats.
Well, 3 weeks, is that before or after the PayPal donations? I think that's a question. We've actually got someone in the background who I haven't noticed. Okay, we're going to let Snake the Flake back for 2 seconds. Hey, Snake, how are you?
Evan, can I ask you a personal question? Did you ever listen in on your father and Blondie? And did you pleasure yourself?
We're not going to talk about that. No, we're not going to talk about that. That's a 300-second timeout.
300-second timeout.
Yeah.
Okay, Snake.
I deserve that. I deserve that. I'm sorry. I deserve that.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not even of age, Snake. So what you just asked was illegal. So,
Snake the Flake, any final thoughts before you are ejected from this panel for 300 seconds?
I deserve to be ejected.
Okay. Now, hang on a sec. Blondie was hidden by ER, but that's not the real ER. There's a fake ER in the chat room. Why is Blondie getting hidden? Blondie, I don't know if I want Blondie banned. What do you think? What do you think, Snake the Flake, who's somehow still here?
I wouldn't ban anyone.
I wouldn't ban anyone. This is a free speech chat room. We are very proud that we don't censor and ban people.
Yes, I agree with that.
There's nothing more important than the freedom of expression and the ability to criticize.
If you do have 5 minutes, though, I really think that we should talk about the phone call, the hidden phone call.
Now, yes, is this what happened in Melbourne? There was something. Is that what you're referring to?
No, this is what happened in
Newtown.
This was in Newtown, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Newtown, yes, because we should have known. We should have known hearing that things had flipped. I think that was the moment. Remember?
Well, I'll be honest with you. My memory isn't exactly the best. There was some type of actually we were on the phone. We were talking about the dreadful assassination of Shinzo Abe, I think, and how terrible that was. Everyone's forgotten about that. Now, quick, before someone bans Showcase, I'm going to give Showcase a wrench.
I think that it is detrimental that we give Ron the Shrink a wrench.
No.
Charlie,
You disagree. You disagree, Snake the Flag. What has Ron the Shrink done to piss you off so much about him not getting a wrench?
Actually, he hasn't pissed me off. The guy just collects wrenches. He doesn't need it. He should worry about his marriage instead of spending time on streams.
Okay, look, I'll tell you what. Ron the Shrink. Look, we've only got 5 minutes left here. I think we've touched on enough things as I wanted to. But if Ron the Shrink wants to jump on, that would be fine.
Look, I got to go, but I just want to ask Bondage and Evan, are you still watching Archie's stream, or are you still pissed off?
I'm pissed off. Oh, sorry, my dad's pissed off.
Stay in character.
Yeah.
I've made a decision to stop watching Archie, and so is my son.
What about Tim's stream?
We never could watch Tim stream because he streams when I'm still working.
All right. Have a good day, fellas. Got to go.
All right. See you, Snake the Flag. Look, I mean, I feel as if I haven't talked enough about Baird. I feel as if he was really what I should have been talking about, probably, or what we should have been talking about. Bear has been banned from the Archie stream, and I think the Tim stream as well. Is it also
No,
the Tim
he's
stream? Just Archie.
Am I still on? Green, am I still on? He's on Tim's stream now.
Okay. Well, why is Bear rebel streaming against me with Tim? Okay.
So
What? How could Bear do this to me? I raised Bear since he was a little cub, and Bear does this. This is. I'm just starting a new channel for fuck's sake, and he goes on Tim Wright's channel when he knows I'm streaming. Well, a little shit. I fucking taught that kid everything.
he needs his
What do you
fix.
think? What do you think, Rick? What do you think about this, Rick? How are you?
I'm doing good. I just want to say hello to everyone and congratulate you on this fantastic stream. And I would just like to thank Mr. Bondage for his service. I didn't know you were in the American Navy. I also follow naval history. American Navy is awesome, second to none. Thank you very much, Bondage, for your service.
Yes.
Is that Uncle Junior? That's Uncle Junior.
But yeah, I just want to say that this is just insane. I don't know what to believe in anymore.
Yeah.
I got dogs barking in the background. Hope it's not
Uncle
annoying
Junior.
everybody.
Rick, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're in the lobby for so long. I wasn't really sure who you were, but thanks for
That's
jumping
100%
on.
fine.
Snake the Flake has just compared you from to Uncle Junior from The Sopranos. Is that? I mean, have you ever heard that one before?
Sorry?
Snake the Flake has just compared you to being one of the characters from The Sopranos of Junior.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever heard that one before?
I can see the resemblance. When, yeah, you know what? There's a lot worse to be compared.
Pull up a photo, Green. Pull up a photo.
I think I don't want you guys to see what's on my all my weird bookmarks on Chrome. Look, guys. Oh God, we're just about finished for today, guys. Bondage, my final question to you. Has Sirocco Sales come out of the woodwork to apologize to you for the dreadful things he said about you on Naughty Lexter's channel?
That naughty Sirocco Sales, I've done nothing to that sailor. Absolutely nothing. He's like brothers. I was in
You
the
raised
Navy.
him since he was just a little fisherman.
I was absolutely since he was a tiny little cod, and now I've been betrayed, and I don't know how to feel about this. That naughty Sirocco. There will be consequences. I will show you who has real power. I am Bondage. I have real power. You are nothing to me.
Gee, I don't know what to say. I'm just finding Archie's chat room, or Archie's starting in 1 minute, guys. I'm going to end now. Guys, thanks so much for watching today's stream. I'm very appreciative. If you're just watching this, please Send subscribers now. That's going to be the new banner. This is my warpath to just financially disembowel Tim Wright. And it's very important that I get my subscribers. The first 650 subscribers get wrenches. But that's it. This time I'm serious when I say it. I'm not mucking around. I mean that. And after 650, there will be none given out. Okay. What are my final thoughts for today? I think I miss my bear. I think the Archie stream without Bear is going to go to it's going to be a very sad thing to see. I hope Archie does well, but I just think that the consequences from Bear not being on the show aren't going to be good. Hey man, I want to be proven wrong, but I somehow don't think I will be. Bondage, your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are I think that this was a absolutely great experience, and I think that this should be done again in the near future.
Snake the Flake, your final thoughts?
I'm just off.
Sorry? Okay.
I was about to
can't
jack
hear
off
there.
before you went on your stream.
You what?
You jacked off before you went on his stream, Snake Flakes.
Oh, come on. Look.
I was about to.
Okay.
Then I was about to. Then I saw a Green Room's notification. Okay, can I make a comment?
Okay, Rick. Rick, we've got to wrap up here. Rick, you get the final word of the night. What do you have to say, Rick?
Very disappointed in both Archie and Tim. Don't know who I'm disappointed in the biggest, but I'd probably say Archie. That accepting that money for Bear is unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Very, very sad about that.
Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me on the panel. You, the viewer, thanks for watching. And I'm going to drop the link to Archie's stream because I love my pontiff. I'll just make sure I've got it copy and pasted. Go to Archie's now.
No,
just make sure I've got that copy pasted.
Can't watch your show now.
There's a video of someone who appears to be me slapping Archie being played for the 150th time this week. Okay, guys, there's the link to the stream. Go to Archie's now. Tell him the Green Room sent you. You'll have no clue who I am. Okay, guys, that's it, guys. There's the link. Go check him out. See you guys. Subscribe now. Goodbye. Rip Ziz. Goodbye.